mission. What can I get going for you today?
The grande Java chip.
Can I get a grande Java chip?
You sure can. Is that gonna do it for you?
There's something else. A grande caramel macchiato, iced.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Can I get that with almond milk instead, please?
Sure. Will that do it for you guys?
Yeah.
10-10.
10,
Thank
20s,
you.
and the 50.
So, good morning. It is 10:20. My appointment is at 11:15, so we're early, but rather be early than late. Yeah, I don't know. That's just basically it. We don't really have anything else going on besides getting coffee. Juan's here, going to the appointment. Sam's here. Everly's back there. But yeah, I don't really know what the appointment is going to entail. I feel like there might be a possibility that they try to remove it the normal way. I really don't want them to for a couple reasons. One, it's very painful and I would hate for them to try and fail and me go through that pain again for no reason. But also because, I don't know, I just have a feeling that if they try it the normal way, there's going to be a certain amount of healing time that it entails, and so therefore going into surgery and actually having it removed would take even longer because I have to heal from them trying to remove it the normal way. Does that make sense? But yeah, so we're just getting some coffee and then we'll be on our way there. I'm gonna try to vlog in there, but I don't know if they will let me, but I'm going to try. If not, then the next thing you'll see is me in my office just talking about the appointment. Yeah. Hey guys, so what you just seen was technically yesterday, not technically, actually yesterday. When I came home after my appointment, I had like a bunch of stuff that I had to do for the rest of the day. I had to like go to my parents' house, hang out with them. I ran around with my friend Sam for a little bit afterwards, so I just didn't have time to sit back down and kind of recap how the appointment went. So when I walked into my appointment, I checked in and all that stuff, and they, brought me back into my room. And inside the room, they were like all set up with the tray and everything to like remove it the normal way. And I thought that was really odd because when I initially made the appointment, the lady who, scheduled it with me, she basically told me that he's more than likely not even going to attempt it. And so I was walking into it with the impression that they weren't even gonna try. So when I seen all that stuff like lined up, it kind of like threw me off because like at this point I had enough time to like kind of decide that that's not even what I wanted to do. I didn't even want them to try. So the nurse came in and started asking me some questions, and I basically told her like, hey, like I don't really want to try to do it this way, like at all. I just don't want to go through all that pain, and I think it's a waste of, your time and your guys' resources, and I just don't want it to impair my ability to actually get it out because, it'll take healing time, and then that would push back the actual OR date or the surgery date. And so she's like, okay, she's like, let me go get the doctor and I'll bring him back here and you guys can talk about it. So then she leaves and I'm talking to my friend Sam and I'm like, bitch, I do not want to have it removed this way. And so like my anxiety started getting really bad and like my heart started racing and like I could feel the heat in my face. I'm like, I don't know like if I'm brave enough to tell him no. Like, what if he tries to like push it on me and he's like, no, I think that we should try. Like, I'm like worried that I wouldn't have the balls to be like, no, even though it is my body and all that. Like, I just, you know how it is. Like sometimes like when you go to the doctor's office, like you're afraid to say no to certain things and yes to certain things because, like they're doctors and they know better and all that. So then the doctor came in and he asked to like feel for it, see if it was still palpable under the skin. So I showed him where it was and he felt for it. He's like, yeah, I can definitely feel it. Removing it's not going to be any problem. Well then, I just, sucked up the courage and I basically told him like, hey, I don't want to remove it this way. Like, I just don't think it's a good idea. it's just gonna cause me pain. I know that it's gonna fail. I just know, and I just don't think we should do it this way. It's just a waste of our time. And so then he looked at me and like thought for a couple seconds, and I was really worried that he was gonna be like, yeah, no, we should probably just try it. But then he was like, yeah, he's just like, I think that's smart. He's like, I agree with you. We should just set you up with a date in the OR and remove it surgically. So then I was like, okay. And then I had like a bunch of questions that I asked him. Let me like look at my questions on my phone so I can remember. So the first thing that I asked him was who will be performing the surgery, and he said that he was going to be, which I expected, but you never know. And then I asked him like his experience with this and if he performs it, you know, regularly, and if it's something he's comfortable with. And like, I don't think he wanted to admit it, but like he kind of like turned his head down and like kind of nodded, and then he goes, yeah, he's like, I do it pretty regularly. Huh? So that to me says that obviously he has to do the surgery all the time, which I knew that this was like a relatively popular surgery and that it was, you know, like I said in my previous video, lots of women have to have it, so not a shocker there. And then of course I asked him like his success rate, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I've never had a problem getting them out. Like it's, you know, it's not too difficult. I asked them, you know, like if my insurance is gonna cover it. Sorry, the notes that I have on my phone, they're down here, so that's why I keep looking down. But I asked them like, you know, will my insurance cover this, all that? And he's like, I'm pretty sure. He's like, but you know, just ask the lady up front, she would know more. So I asked her and she said yes, that my insurance covers it. And then I asked him what I should do to prepare for the surgery, and you know, just like the basic surgery thing, like don't eat or drink anything 12 hours prior, don't take my vitamins the morning of like I normally would, yada yada yada. I asked if me being vegan would in any way fuck with this, and he said no, which is good. I know that probably sounds like a dumb question to some of you guys, but like this is the first surgery I've ever had in my life, so I don't really know like all that surgery entails and like what I'm supposed to do. So I asked him like a lot of stuff. I asked like what my aftercare is going to be like, and he said that it's really simple, just basically keep it clean. I don't have to like, you know, wrap it all the time or have any special cleaning like supplies of any kind or anything like that. I asked when I was going to be able to return to like my daily activities, and he said the next day that it was going to be, you know, a pretty simple procedure and that I should be fine within the next 24 hours. I have to have somebody drive me home, but that's just because I will still have, you know, lingering anesthesia in my system, so he doesn't want me to drive, which is understandable. I asked him how limited my mobility would be, and he said that my mobility wouldn't be limited hardly at all. Obviously, like don't hit or touch the area, but other than that, I should be able to do everything that I normally do. I asked about medications, if I was going to be put on any medications before or after. He said no, that they would send me home with pain medications, but I was more than likely not going to need it, but I will have it if it's there. I also asked him how long I will be in the hospital, and he said start to finish, from the minute I get there to the minute I get out, will be about 3 hours, which I don't know why. I think it's because it's surgery. What? I think it's because it's surgery. I had it in my head that I was going to be like staying overnight and they had to like watch me and all that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they remove it the same way that they do just like in the procedure room when they numb you. But I think because like it is so violent and they have to like cut around the tissue to remove it, they just put you under to reduce any pain, and it does take a longer time. So, but I'm pretty sure that it's done the same way. He said, I even asked like if I would have stitches or anything, and he said that I wouldn't even have any stitches, that it would just be sealed back up with like the liquid skin like normal. So that's nice. I don't have to deal with, you know, stitches or going back to have anything taken out. I did ask, however, about any risks or complications that I may face with this surgery, and he told me that the only thing that I would have to worry about, but is still really rare, is I guess anesthesia affects everybody differently, and I only have to worry about this if it has affected people in my family. But I guess because anesthesia affects everybody differently, there is a slight chance that like the anesthesia will like break down in my body differently than other people, and that instead of just like as soon as they shut off the anesthesia I wake up, I could possibly be asleep for like 3 or 4 days, which is scary just because like my brain immediately goes, bish, you in a coma. But he said that it's very, very rare, and that unless it's, you know, happened to somebody in my family, I shouldn't have to worry about it. I'm still waiting on a call from like his scheduling nurse to call me and let me know what day that I'm going into surgery. If I get that call before this video goes up on Friday, I will like put the day somewhere, we'll say right here, of when my surgery is. But yeah, I don't know if I will get that call, but if I do, it'll be right here.
Nope.
If it's not right here, then I didn't get the call. So but yeah, that's basically it. It was a really simple, not difficult at all appointment. I will keep you guys updated though, especially the day of the surgery and all that entails. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. I know this video isn't like super interesting, but there it is. So yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I say this in every video, but every single like, share, comment, all of that really does mean the world to me. I am a growing channel. So yeah, I will see you guys next Friday. I love ya. Mwah. Bye guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.